Global currency and precious metals markets were largely subdued on Wednesday as investors awaited the U.S. Federal Reserve's latest interest rate decision, while renewed tensions in the Middle East kept oil prices elevated and added to inflation concerns. The U.S. dollar remained close to a one-month high, supported by expectations that the Federal Reserve could adopt a more hawkish stance in response to rising energy prices and persistent inflation. The dollar index, which measures the greenback against a basket of 6 major currencies, eased slightly by 0.08% to 101.33 after climbing to its highest level since June 25 during the previous session. The euro recovered modestly after falling to a one-month low, rising 0.09% to $1.1395, while the British pound edged up 0.06% to $1.3298 but remained near its weakest level since the start of July. Currency markets remained cautious ahead of the Federal Open Market Committee meeting, with traders pricing in roughly a 30% chance that policymakers could unexpectedly raise interest rates by 25 basis points. Although the Federal Reserve is still widely expected to leave rates unchanged, analysts say renewed geopolitical tensions and higher oil prices have increased the possibility of a surprise rate hike. The latest uncertainty follows renewed fighting in the Middle East after joint U.S. and Saudi strikes targeted Iran-backed groups in Iraq, just hours after the U.S. military said it had intercepted what it described as an attempted surprise Iranian missile attack on American forces in the region. Despite the escalation, analysts noted that currency markets have so far shown only limited volatility as investors wait for clearer guidance from the Federal Reserve. Attention will also focus on comments from Federal Reserve Chair Kevin Warsh, whose outlook on inflation and future interest rates could influence global financial markets. Meanwhile, the Japanese yen strengthened slightly against the dollar to 163.55 but remained close to a four-decade low, keeping markets alert for possible intervention by Japanese authorities to support the currency if it weakens further. In cryptocurrency markets, Bitcoin rose around 0.7% to $64,313, while Ethereum slipped marginally to around $1,914. In precious metals trading, gold edged higher as the softer US dollar made the metal more attractive for holders of other currencies. Spot gold gained 0.3% to $4,040.63 per ounce, while U.S. gold futures were little changed at $4,038.90. Analysts said the direction of gold prices now depends largely on the Federal Reserve's policy announcement and Chair Kevin Warsh's comments. A less hawkish tone from the central bank could support a rebound in gold, while signs that interest rates may remain higher for longer would likely weigh on the non-yielding precious metal. Markets currently see a 68% probability that the Federal Reserve will leave interest rates unchanged, with a 32% chance of a quarter-point increase. Traders are also increasingly pricing in the possibility of a rate hike at the Fed's September meeting. Elsewhere, the Bank of England and the Bank of Japan are both expected to keep interest rates unchanged at their policy meetings later this week, although policymakers are likely to maintain a cautious stance given rising inflation risks. Renewed geopolitical tensions also remained in focus after Iran's Revolutionary Guards said they launched ballistic missiles targeting U.S. military facilities in Jordan, following U.S. claims that American forces had intercepted multiple Iranian missiles aimed at troops in the Middle East. Oil prices continued to edge higher, supported by shrinking U.S. crude inventories and renewed concerns over instability in the region, reinforcing fears that higher energy costs could keep inflation elevated. Among other precious metals, silver rose 1.6% to $58.08 per ounce, while platinum slipped 0.4% to $1,598.80 and palladium fell 0.4% to $1,264.32.